Good morning, all. CamelbackTrading.org coming to you this Wednesday morning, December 11th. We're looking at Window Trader's market profile of the ES and NQ. Look at ES's overnight. How interesting is that? The entire overnight inside of the single prints from yesterday between the two distributions. That's a thing of beauty. 21 wide. Look at this. Right? We had the light volume yesterday when we went trend. Boy, oh boy, have we filled that out in the pre-market so far. NQ, also a good part of the overnight, 17 wide into single prints, although they have pushed up higher somewhat. We do have CPI coming out at 8:30, so that could certainly extend this overnight range. Right now, it's very tight. ES is only $1. NQ is 53 handles, so a little over close to $1.50. Regardless of CPI, let's talk about what's important for this morning, right? The weekly for ES has been put down, put to balance now from up. We're all down on the daily. NQ is still up on the weekly. Okay, NQ got into that gap, but did not fill it. Still about $1.50 left. They are still, look at this, very, very far from their weekly low, which is at 21,026.50. Okay? So they're still very healthy on the weekly for now. Which distribution are we going to trade in? Are we going to get a gap higher or lower this morning? I mean, those are things to figure out. Obviously, bears want to defend the upper distribution. Remember yesterday? Look at yesterday in NQ. ES never even gotten to the upper distribution. But look at NQ yesterday. Here's the upper distribution. Here's the upper distribution from Monday. We got into it in A, B. Look at C. Look at C. Right at the upper end of the lower distribution. Never got into the upper distribution. That's all she wrote. So those double distribution days are important. So where will we open? Will it be the upper distribution, the lower distribution, or even either below or above them? All remains to be seen. The bulls need to take out yesterday's high to come back into balance on the daily. Otherwise, they'll still be down. There's still a lot of targets to the downside, right? We talked about this during the day yesterday and in last night's video, how ES started getting to them. They have one set of single prints left from November 29th, okay? So that would be certainly a target for the bears if we take out yesterday's low. We went out with price probes. Right now we're above them. Remains to be seen at 9:30 where we open. So again, too early to give a game plan, all right, because of what we have coming out, which will set these algos into a tizzy. And that's why it's imperative for you to join CamelbackTrading.org's trading room. Because at 9:15 I get on the mic and we break down, just like we're doing right now, what we're looking for on both the buy side and the sell side. We're always giving both sides of the coin as we try to stay unbiased as MGI starts forming. And then, chart-wise, so here's the weekly. Right now, they just barely took out last week's low. It's a 2-week balance to start, but we have 3 days. If this thing comes in a lot more, it will encompass more weeks. Okay? Last week's range was very small. We talked about this. Right? 609.07. This week's high is 607.86 after 2 days. Okay, what does that mean? It means if this thing market rallies this week and takes out last week's high, you'd have a potential for both an outside week up and or down. But first we'd have to take it out. So very, very tight range from last week. We're in balance, and the daily is down. 37 million yesterday. No real sellers came into this market. Thank you for liking and subscribing to this channel. Good luck trading today. And we'll recap at 4 p.m.